Let's know more about expressions with moon. Using the term moon, how can you express or improve your English vocabulary? So, the very first expression is to the moon and back. To the moon and back means deep unconditional love for someone. When you love someone unconditionally, at that time you can use such expression. Leonardo DiCaprio loved Kate Winslet to the moon and back in the movie Titanic. Next expression is once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon means rarely or not very often, not frequently. So I rarely go to the pub parties, or so instead of saying I rarely go, you can say I go to the pub parties once in a blue moon. Or she visits her hometown once in a blue moon. Next expression is over the moon. Over the moon means when you are extremely delighted or you are extremely happy about something, overjoyed basically. So Susie was over the moon about having her box office success. Or on the day of graduation ceremony or convocation ceremony, Susie was over the moon. So she was extremely happy that she graduated from XYZ university, or she was extremely happy about it. Next expression is many moons ago. Many moons ago means a long time ago. So we were good friends many moons ago, not now anymore. Next expression is to shoot for the moon. So to shoot for the moon means to have high ambitions in life, high goals, or so even if you don't achieve those, you'll end up having good things in your life. So to set one's goals or ambitions very high. Glenn motivated employees to shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you land upon stars. So even if you did not achieve those high ambitions, you will have something in your hand. At least few stars, you'll have something, you'll have good things, or you'll do good things. Moving forward, the next expression is ask for the moon or cry for the moon. So when you ask for the moon, you ask for the thing that is not currently possible. So basically, to ask for the impossible things. So moving to Mauritius after graduation seems to be asking for moon. So make sure you have enough lots of money in your pocket before agreeing on like that. So before agreeing to move to different place, you must have that much of money in your pocket, and demanding such thing is basically crying for the moon. It is out of our reach. It is impossible for us to move out from this place to Mauritius. Next, promise the moon. Promise the moon, again, moon is basically very far from the earth, and to be on it or to get it is completely impossible. So to promise the moon again means to promise the things which are not possible. So to make promises that are unlikely to be fulfilled. So the producer confirmed us to outreach the box office. Okay, he made sure that the film is a big hit. That everybody knew it will be a flop, it will be a biggest failure of all time. Still, the producer promised the moon to the team. So it was completely expected by the team that the movie is going to be a big flop, but still, the producer promised the moon. That means he promised to provide us with a good pay scale, this, that, but everything was nullified because the movie was not hit, and that was completely visible to everyone. So he promised the moon. Next expression is cast beyond the moon. Cast beyond the moon means to consider unlikely possibilities. So when you consider the possibilities which will not, you know, which is not possible actually. So you consider such situations or such probabilities. At that time, you are casting the things beyond the moon. That the, even if you cast the moon, it's okay, but when you cast beyond it, that means it's completely dark. You cannot achieve those things. So there is no possibility of having that particular thing. So for example, if one of my friend has moved out of the city and I expect him to be there in my wedding function, then at that time I can use such expressions. John is out of the city, expecting him to be in my wedding as a thing for which I can say that I should not cast beyond the moon. John is out of the city and he cannot attend my wedding. Or you can say, don't cast beyond the moon, it is next to impossible to see heaven on earth. Next expression is the moon on a stick. The moon on a stick basically means to get everything. So, especially you can say that one could desire as an unreasonable demand. So, you want everything just out of your unreasonable demand. So, stop entertaining her tantrums, otherwise, be ready to get a moon on a stick. If you continue to entertain kids' tantrums, you will have to get her everything, whatever she desires, and that is not good. Moving forward, the next expression is to moon over someone. To moon over someone means to think of someone. So you like that person, or there's a liking towards that person, but you will not gain anything out of it. So it's completely unproductive to keep on wondering about someone like that. It's understandable that teenagers moon over their friends during college days as loved ones, but finally they end up marrying someone else. So stop thinking about someone or something just because you like them and it has no end product. Moving towards next expression. So moon calf. Moon calf basically means child of a moon. Now moon calf means a person. It is the expression used for blockheaded or bonehead or a bird brain, you can say. A person who's not very sharp or bright minded, basically a foolish person in the simplest terms. Jerry remains to be an absent minded child in the class. We fail to understand why he behaves like a moon calf in the sessions. So basically, Jerry behaves like a dullard in the sessions. Otherwise, the kid is quite active in other sessions, but in this particular session or in this particular subject or class, you can say the child behaves like an absent minded person. We have many moon calves in our groups, in our circles. At least one in the group is must. To whom we can use this word as slang word for those person who who are absent-minded, who are not so active. Next expression is moon face. Moon face means round face. So I love kids with a round face. Okay, so instead of saying that, you can say I love moon faced kids, like chubby kids. Next, moonchild. Moonchild basically means a person born under the zodiac sign of Cancer, and it also means curious souls. So the another expression for moonchild is curious souls. Kim kept on wondering all night about her new book. She's really a moonchild, reading a new novel and thinking about its dynamisms. So she was, very curious about her new book's publication, how the book will be published, and all, and the comments. So she kept on wondering all night about it, and at the time you can use such expression. She was very curious to know what will happen. So she's a moonchild. Now this is a homework for you all. What is a moon lover called? So you people can write us in the comment section the expression used for the person who's fond of moon or who loves moon, there is a likability. Basically, what does a moon lover call? Write us in the comment section. So let's have a quick recap. To the moon and back means when you have deep unconditional love for someone, once in a blue moon, rarely or not so very often. Over the moon, overjoyed, many moons ago, a long time ago. To shoot for the moon, to have high ambitions. Ask or cry for the moon, to ask for the impossible things. To promise the moon, again to promise the impossible things. Cast beyond the moon, to consider unlikely possibilities. The moon on a stick, to get everything one could desire, but that is out of an unreasonable demand. To moon over someone, to keep on thinking about someone you like. Moon calf is a dullard, foolish person. Moon face, round faced person. Moon child, a curious soul or a soul born under the zodiac sign of Cancer. And this is a task for you all. What is a moon lover called? Write us in the comment section. Thank you. Keep learning, keep growing, and stay subscribed.